This is the diagram of our inverting configuration. So here you are able to see the op-amp diagram. This is generally known as TL082 op-amp. Okay, so here in this pins U2 P1, U2 P4, U2 P8, 3, 2, these are all pins of the op-amp. So this second number pin we have already seen in the pin diagram, it is inverting. Third pin is non-inverting. So in this experiment, non-inverting pin is grounded already. So this is your 8 number pin, this is your 1 number pin, that is output, this is your 4th number pin. So your 4th and 8th number pin will be your plus VCC and minus VCC. So from this inverting portion, here resistances are connected in series. These resistances, from these resistances we will have to choose our input as well as feedback resistances. So for this experiment we are using input resistances as 1K, that is our R11, and feedback resistances as 2.2K, that is our R13. So next we are going to the kit. So this is our kit. This is our inverting portion in the kit. So here you are able to see in the inverting portion, these are the pots. So in each of these pots there are 3 pins here. So we can able the connection to this pot only in this middle pin, as our first pin is the input voltage coming here and the third pin is already grounded. So after that, this is our TL082 op-amp chip. Okay, so in this chip it is already configured it here that which pin is pin 1, pin 2, pin 3, pin 4, pin 5, pin 6, P7, P8. So here already non-inverting portion is already grounded here in this circuit. And these are the corresponding resistances what we will have to able to see in the last diagram. So here is this R11, we will have to choose it as input resistance, and R13, that is our 2.2K, we will choose it as our feedback resistances. Now what we will have to do in the connection. So here in this experiment, what is the connection here is, first we have to choose our Rin. So here is our Rin, that is our input, we are choosing it as 1.1K. So this input is directly connected to the middle end of the potentiometer. So from here we will getting the input voltage. After that, feedback resistance is connected to our V out. So here we will choose R13 as our feedback resistance, that is our 2.2K. So this 2.2K is directly connected to the UP1, that is the output portion. Then when we are going to the 3 number pin, it is already internally grounded here because our non-inverting pin is grounded in the experiment. And minus VCC and plus VCC connection is also internally done. So we will have to not connect these connections. Next, when we are going to our 5th, 6th and 7th number pin, so as these pins are not used here, so for the unity gain feedback, 5th pin is grounded directly and 6th and 7th pin get shorted together. So this is our basic connection diagram. After that, in this kit, these are the 3 connections from the power input. This is our junction 1, junction 2, junction 3. So our junction 3 is our minus 10 volt, middle junction is our ground, and this is our plus. So this we will correspondingly connect it to the regulated voltage power supply. First one, in the positive portion we will connect it to the 0.5 amp positive, then common is connected to the ground, and this is connected to the minus portion is connected to our minus 10 volt. So this is the complete supply connection. After that, we will have to measure the input and output voltage. So for that we will have to use one multimeter. We just have to fix the multimeter to the voltage size, DC voltage size. After that we will switch on the power supply, and this is our power supply connecting here. It is showing near about 5 volts. After that we will check the input and output voltage. So here when we are measuring the input voltage, so we will have to turn pot through the screwdriver and increase the voltage correspondingly. After that we will have to measure the input voltage. So how we will have to measure the input voltage? Voltage will be between this R11 resistance and the ground, means this red one, it is connecting to the R11 and the black one will be connected to the ground side. So when we are connecting these two correspondingly, so students, this is the total connection of the circuit diagram that I had make you understood in the last video. Now our kit is ready and this is the DC voltage supply. So now I have to measure the DC input voltage and DC output voltage. So to measure DC input voltage, we have to connect the multimeter between the R1 resistance, input resistance and ground. Means in the multimeter, our black probe will be go to ground connection and red probe will be goes to one pin of R11. And to measure the output voltage, as output voltage will come to the V out, that is the pin number 1. So we will measure the output voltage at UP1. So we can connect red probe at one of the pin of UP1 and the black probe to the ground. Okay. So first when I measured the input, I just put one probe in the red probe in the R11 connection and the black probe in the ground. So it's coming as 1.195 volt. After that, when I have to measure the output, I will shift my red pin to the UP1 one pin and the black to the ground and UP1. Okay, ground and UP1. So it is coming ground and UP1. So it is coming as, I can't write correspondingly when measuring, so I just give you the value. It is coming as minus 2.615. Means it is the inverting as well as double. So we already know that output is the gain into input voltage. So your gain is A equals to your minus RF by RN. Means in this experiment your gain will be minus 2, as 2.2 we are considering as RF and 1.1 we are considering as RN. That is gain will be minus 2, and minus 2 into 1.195. You all please calculate it. Whatever the value it is your calculated output voltage, and this is your measured output voltage that we are taking from one pin at UP1 and another pin at ground, and this is the deviation, that is your difference between the measured and calculated output voltage. So I think this experiment you all can understood. Then if you have any problem, please message me in my personal WhatsApp number. Thank you all.